told your friend you're not okay.
On December 12, 2025, the public was stunned when Jungkook appeared with all 7 members of BTS for the long-awaited OT7 moment. Amidst the members' busy individual schedules, the appearance of the entire BTS group on one stage felt like an emotional surprise that armies were never truly prepared for. Many fans admitted to being speechless, and many also shed tears, not because they were overly excited, but because their longing had finally been fulfilled. However, it wasn't just the OT7 togetherness that captured attention. Jungkook's appearance that night was the main highlight. His hair was now cut short, simple, and without any overly elaborate concepts, but that was precisely what made Jungkook's aura feel so much stronger. At first glance, it looked minimalist, but beneath it radiated a maturity, confidence, and calmness that was difficult to describe. Many armies admitted to being initially surprised, then speechless, and finally surrendering to the same feeling. Their hearts melted. Jungkook's warm gaze, his gentle smile, and the way he stood with such confidence seemed to convey a silent message that he had grown, without ever abandoning the genuine side that fans had always loved. During the OT7 reunion, Jungkook looked relaxed and full of energy. His interactions with the members exuded the signature BTS chemistry that had long been missed. The small laughs, simple gestures, and even the supportive gestures showed one thing that never changed: their bond remained intact and strong. It didn't take long for social media to explode. Keywords related to Jungkook, OT7, and BTS reunion shot to global trending spots. Thousands of comments flooded various platforms, filled with expressions of longing, pride, and emotions that were hard to sum up. Many called this moment an unexpected emotional gift at the end of the year. For some fans, Jungkook's short hair was more than just a visual change. It was seen as a symbol of a new phase, a stage of maturity that marked Jungkook's journey to a more mature level, without losing the gentleness and sincerity that had been his hallmarks from the beginning. And as if the world wasn't amazed enough, the day before, December 11, 2025, Jungkook's name once again resonated on the global stage. The prestigious magazine Vanity Fair France officially named him a generation icon. A title that didn't come overnight, but rather the result of a long journey of hard work, consistency, and dedication spanning over a decade. The announcement immediately garnered international attention, especially as it coincided with an exclusive report about Jungkook's latest collaboration with the legendary global fashion house, Chanel. This moment felt like a bold statement that Jungkook now stood at the intersection of music, fashion, and global pop culture, not as a follower, but as a leader. On the same day, Chanel officially introduced Jungkook as the newest brand ambassador for their fragrance and beauty line. For many, this collaboration felt completely natural. Jungkook and Chanel were like two entities destined to meet, elegant yet bold, modern yet timeless, simple yet visionary. Vanity Fair France stated that Chanel's decision to choose Jungkook was almost a no-brainer. He was seen as representing the brand's complete identity, free, creative, and bold in expressing himself. Jungkook isn't someone who simply follows trends, he's a trendsetter. In a statement, Chanel affirmed their confidence in Jungkook's ability to express himself freely, his uncompromising creativity, and his courage in choosing a path that aligns with the Chanel spirit. This recognition positions Jungkook not just as a global star, but as a true creative force. The title of generation icon itself holds a meaning far deeper than a single commercial partnership. It encapsulates Jungkook's 13-year journey, from a young trainee with big dreams to one of the most influential figures in the global entertainment industry. With BTS, Jungkook has helped change the face of the global music industry, breaking records, and bringing Korean music to the global stage. But what makes him special is his ability to shine individually, never forgetting the values and identity that define him. As a solo artist, Jungkook showcases his emotional depth through personal works like Still With You and My You, released on SoundCloud. These songs are beloved not for their grandeur, but for their honesty and warmth that resonates deeply with listeners. The pinnacle of his artistic growth is evident in the album Golden, a project that affirms Jungkook as a truly global solo artist. Meanwhile, and after all that attention, one question began to arise in many minds: where will Jungkook's next move lead? Because if we look at this series of events as a whole, it's clear that what happened in December 2025 was no coincidence, but rather part of a larger, intricately constructed pattern. Jungkook's appearance with the OT7 group seemed to be a powerful reminder that, No matter how far he has progressed as an individual, BTS's roots remain at the center of his gravity. Amidst his status as a generation icon, a global luxury brand ambassador, and a world-class solo artist, Jungkook stands side by side with the other 6 members, without distance, without barriers, without the impression that one name is above the others. This is the beautiful irony that sets Jungkook apart. The bigger his name, the more humble he is. Many industry observers believe that the OT7 moment held a much deeper symbolic meaning. It wasn't just a brief reunion or emotional fan service. It was a silent statement that BTS is still solid, still relevant, and still in full control of their own narrative. And in the center of that circle, Jungkook stands as the representative of BTS's new generation, mature, yet still true to their original identity. Interestingly, Jungkook's visual transformation with his short hair is also considered an internal reflection. He no longer needs extreme concepts or experimental looks to attract attention. His mere presence is enough. This is the hallmark of a true icon, someone who doesn't need to try hard to be remembered, because the world has already turned to him. This is where Jungkook's narrative begins to shift. He's no longer just the Golden Magne. That nickname may still linger in ARMY's hearts, but in the eyes of the global industry, Jungkook is now seen as a figure on a par with big names across generations. An artist capable of standing in the spaces of music, fashion, and popular culture with equal weight. His collaboration with Chanel underscores this transformation. It's no secret that Chanel is very selective in choosing the face of their brand. Jungkook wasn't chosen simply for his popularity or engagement numbers, but because his life narrative aligns with Chanel's philosophy about freedom of expression, the courage to be yourself, and unpretentious elegance. Behind the scenes, numerous reports indicate that Jungkook is actively involved in the creative process, from selecting the visual concept to the emotional approach he wants to convey. This shows that he is no longer a campaign face, but rather a creative partner. A level only granted to those truly trusted with vision. This aligns with how Jungkook has built his solo career. He never rushes. Every release, every step, feels measured yet honest. The Golden Album is not just a musical project, but a statement of identity. That Jungkook can play on a global stage without losing his personal color as a Korean artist. Many international music critics have noted Jungkook's rare quality, flexibility without losing character. He can blend in with global trends, yet still sound like Jungkook. This is what makes his work relevant to listeners across cultures and generations. And precisely because of this, the title of Generation Icon feels so apartment. Jungkook not only reflects his era, but also shapes it. He has become a figure who has grown alongside his generation, experiencing doubt, pressure, ups and downs, and then emerging as a stronger version of themselves. Armies around the world recognize this. Their emotional reaction is not simply pride in their idol's achievements, but a sense of growing together. Many feel that Jungkook's journey mirrors their own, the process of maturing without losing their identity. On social media, the narrative about Jungkook has shifted from how great he is to how meaningful his presence is. He's talked about not just for his accomplishments, but for the emotional impact he leaves behind. And this is a level of influence that popularity alone cannot buy. In the context of BTS, Jungkook's position has also become increasingly interesting. He's a bridge between the group's past and future. Someone who brings the energy of a new generation, yet still respects the foundation they've built together. His presence reinforces the belief that whatever form BTS takes in the future, their essence will never be lost. Now, the world awaits his next move. Will Jungkook return with a new solo effort? Will BTS release a major joint project? Or will it be a combination of both? No one knows for sure. But one thing is clear, whatever comes, Jungkook will handle it his way, calm, focused, and meaningful.